Are we ready? Are we ready to snatch? That sounds great. I'm ready to get my snatch on. I am so ready. Let me open this. Do 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 do. There goes a vroom car. Do 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 do. Used to make quesadillas. Let's go. I just made family-sized bag of Nerds gummy clusters. It was pretty hard, but I made it. Oops. Oh yeah, I have to fucking start the actual Sega CD. What am I doing? Pew, 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 pew. The sound of my totally real Sega CD. Sounds tough. Oh, it was. It was. It was. God, it was so tough. You won't believe how hard it is to make them from scratch. But I did it. I did it. I made this entire bag by myself. Do 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 do. All right. So, last we left off. Last we left off, we got into our turbo cycle because something happened at Katrina's. Okay, something happened at Katrina's house. We went and investigated. Katrina wasn't there. The dog dead. Dog RIP'd. We started looking around for Katrina. I knew Katrina was at the Falcon apartment, so we did all that. Katrina was at the apartment. We found out that yeah, Rip Alice. We found out that the hospital was called Queen's Hospital. We went there, we investigated it, we found some things, and then we found a patient slip with Chinese letters on it. We know one Chinese man, Napoleon. We went, talked to Napoleon, found out that the name on the patient note is Benson. And we know two Bensons. Harry Benson, the mechanic, and Chief Benson. I forget what the chief's name is. Chief Benson. And both of them are gone. We don't know where they are. The chief went out, and Harry went looking for them. So they're both gone. They're both MIA. We got into our turbocycle, and our turbocycle was messed with. And only one person knows how to mess with a turbocycle, so that makes us suspect that Harry might be the Snatcher. I bet it's the chief. Oh, I think so. It would match up with my theory if the chief is the Snatcher, keeping us in line. So we got into our turbocycle. Turbocycle started spazzing out. We couldn't get out. It was pushing like 3 million miles per hour, and we were saved by random Hajio, the bounty hunter. And we've arrived back at Queen's Hospital with the knowledge now that the vase is important, so we can investigate the vase in the room and hopefully open the tracks on the door on the desk. So it's me, so it's Gillian, Metal, and Random. I think Random's with us now. I'm pretty sure Random is with us, maybe. And that's what we're doing. Alright, let's get snatching. See if anything's different. The building is not typical of those constructed as hospitals. It was probably originally used as an office building or for some other purpose. Random hangs out at places for fun. It's his deal, man. That's what he likes to do. He sneaks in those last final hits. It's a round pillar shaped. Okay, we actually know all these. Oh, Random's saying something. Look, an old building like this wouldn't attract anybody's attention. What the fuck does Random sound like? I forgot. They really thought it through, didn't they? Underground operations. Ooh, Gillian and Random. Gillian and Random. Oh, Random. What do you think? I'll know when I get in there. Ooh, Random's a man of action. Do you sense anything? Yeah, their foul breath. I don't need no sensors to tell me what I need to know. Oh, Random's so cool. And you see what he wears? He wears like black leather. Oh, Random knows what's up. Is that some special sense you bounty hunters have? Let's go inside. Now entering their security system. Lock disabled. Alright, Random, let's go. I'm ready for anything. We got Random Hot Geo. We can't fail now. We got Random Hot Geo with us. Random knows his way around Snatchers. Random sniffed a thing or two. We're inside the hospital. It's really quiet in here. There has to be an entrance to a lower level in here somewhere. I think I know where. We're gonna go immediately to door 3. My mouse is in the way. I'm gonna move that. I apologize. Gillian, let's try switching on my light, shall we? Pitch black in here, ain't it? Alright, turn your light on. Yes, sir. Coming on. I turn control over to you, Gillian. You operate the... I know how to operate the light metal. I know how to operate. You have the honors, Gillian. This is such a cool mechanic for when this game came out. This is pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. Alright, now we know this. What's this? Face to face. Doesn't this look like the picture that's on the wall of the chief's office? Oh. That's a famous optical illusion, isn't it? I get it. Their eyes don't register optical illusions. We'd better check that out. It's not something a human could notice easily. It could be a sign of some kind. I bet this vase is some kind of switch. Alright, I will try lifting it up. Oh? The desk slid to one side, revealing a stairway leading down.
This apparently leads down to a lower level.
It looks like Jamie was right. Queen's Hospital does have a basement.
And that basement is the Snatcher's main lair. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say. Well, what do we do now, Gillian?
We go in, bro. Peep. Peep. That's the gate. Motion detector. I don't read anything at the moment. My sensors are not picking up anything. Unlike the hallway, these stairs don't have any dust on them. They're used. The stance. Look at him. He stands up. He's ready. Gillian's ready to punch somebody. Gillian's gonna throw hands with a Snatcher. He said, forget guns. I got fists. Don't worry. It's well built. If these stairs can handle a Snatcher, they won't have any trouble with us. Peep. It appears to go straight down. A door is visible below. Here we go.
It's a very narrow stairway. We'll have to go down single file.
Oh man,
Okay,
Metal,
now
you
who's
go
going to take
first.
the point?
That's obvious. The guy with the light.
Hey, that's not fair.
Yeah, Metal, go first. Fucking get down there, Metal. Come on. Oh,
Well, what do we have here?
It's the
recycled
hospital
assets.
corridor.
It's the same hallway, but not the one that's on the first floor.
So what does that mean?
An entire floor of Queen's Hospital has been duplicated underground.
So the same floor is both upstairs and downstairs. Sort of like parallel worlds.
So
Ooh.
that desolate setup upstairs is all just a smokescreen. They're making it look like the place is closed down, but in reality, they're keeping themselves quite busy.
Gillian, that means we're already right in the middle of their headquarters. Please use extreme caution.
I got this metal. I got this metal. Give me a second. I'm opening up my bummy clusters. Okay. You pretend to be a snatcher, yeah. Just walk in. Lovely day for snatching. Don't you agree? Just walk past and beep boop. I am a snatcher. Snatch, snatch. Clang, clang. The sun, that sunlight, am I right? This cancer thing, huh? You guys know any good sunscreen spots lately? Let's look at the area. There's a reception booth in the middle of the floor, as upstairs, and there are 3 doors off the hallway. Everything is exactly the same. It's like we jumped through time or something. It's been polished quite meticulously, nothing like upstairs at all. I see. It was a linoleum floor, huh? Yeah, interesting insight, Gillian. The monitors and control consoles also appear well cared for. Imagine random as a snatcher? Dude, that would be wild. A snatcher hunting snatchers? Dude, I can't trust anybody anymore. What if everybody's a bait? What if everybody's bait? They're all planted. They're all leading Gillian down this, like, fucking wild goose chase to nothing. I swear it's all one big act. It's one big ploy to get him, like, down here so that way they can reveal it to him. Like, you created the Snatchers, Gillian Seed. And he'll go, what? No! Everyone's a snatcher, including Metal. Dude, Metal's like a tiny snatcher. In other words, this stuff gets looked at regularly. We better be real careful. Just 2 grown men and a Metal Gear unit standing in the middle of a Snatcher headquarters. Nothing suspicious. Baby Snatcher? Baby Snatcher. The monitors are switched off, but the AC power lamps are still lit. Door 1. That door is closed. Okay, they're all gonna say closed. I'm not reading any movement. We're the only ones in the area. It's waxed rather nicely. I can't imagine a bunch of snatchers going around waxing floors. They seem to like things tidy, don't they? It's obviously used differently from the floor above. Dude, Snatcher house husband. Snatcher house husband, he cleans. There's switches here to open the doors. It's been used quite recently. The monitors are still warm. Snatcher house husband. What's this? Unlike the first floor, there are only 2 door switches. We can talk. You never know where they could be hiding. Let's keep conversation to an absolute minimum. I want to talk to you. There's 2 switches? Oh, I get it. Okay, there's 2 switches. Switch 1 opens door 1. Switch 2 opens door 2. And if you use them at the same time, it adds up to 3, so it opens door 3. Easy puzzle, dude. I'm crazy. I'll push switch 1. Door 1 opened. Let's just open door 2, too. Door 2 opened. Let's move. Door 1. Let's check out the first room. Oh, man. We're in room 1. The lights are on, unlike upstairs. Oh, man. That's a stupid way to do doors. Dumb snatchers. Oh, we can smell. Yes. Oh yeah, it's that same smell you get at just about any hospital. An operating one, that is. Whoa, the smell from those drugs could knock a guy down. I wonder if this is where they carry out their treatment. Sure looks that way. Look over? What? Oh, I don't want to look over. Let's look over. There's a fucking snatch. It's a snatcher. Don't scare me like that. It's just a specimen. Dude, specimen, that's a fucking snatcher. That motherfucker's coming to life. Bet. Guaranteed. He's coming to life. I'm gonna look over one of these times, and he's gonna pop up on the screen. Don't do me like that, game. I know your tricks. Snatcher exoskeleton. I know your tricks, game. I know that motherfucker's gonna pop up, and I'm gonna have to kill it, right? There's an operating table in the middle of the room. This appears to be their real treatment area. Oh my god, I don't care about the Tomb Raider. No way you don't. Fucking Tomb Raider ad just popped up from Epic Games. With these lights, it's actually like a real hospital. Dude, my Snatcher videos unironically kind of popped off from my channel. It's weird. People were actually watching the Snatcher videos. I went and checked my analytics. People are watching the Snatcher videos. I guess somebody's been looking up Snatcher gameplays. Various X-ray devices have been installed in the ceiling. Snatcher's Peak, it is, man. More people need to know about this game. A number of brand new medical monitors are installed. It appears to be a standard operating table. Cables run to it from a number of machines around the room. Skeleton. Oh no. It's a model of a human skeleton, no doubt used for anatomical study. Let's investigate that fucking skeleton. This is rather grotesque. It's somewhat distorted. For a medical model, it's quite inaccurate. I'm not picking up any movement, at least not anymore. There was dude, there was movement, but he lost it. Nah, look over. It's fucking gone, man. See, I knew it. I knew it. Metal, why didn't you say anything? You fucking dope. Oh my god. Metal. Yeah, dude. Oh, Gillian, by the way, something was moving. Ah, I'd stop moving. Metal's throwing. Metal, you're fucking throwing. Metal, you're throwing my games, Metal. The skeleton's gone. It was definitely there a moment ago. Thanks, Random. Great insight. Bruh! I read movement. Gillian, watch it. Ah! Shoot. Aim for the head. Oh my god.
Did I get it?
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated. There's no doubt now that this is their maintenance facility. This one was probably still waiting to get its artificial skin installed.
So this is what they really look like, huh?
Yeah, that's the scariest thing about them. You can't tell them from real people once they've got that skin on.
Perhaps that's humanity's great weakness. We're always judging books by their cover.
And it's just that human weakness that they're out to take advantage of.
Ooh.
All right, Random. Metal, let's go.
What is
The
this?
HQ's junk squad can take care
Yo,
of him later.
full-scale
We've got an
Gillian.
investigation to do.
He's back up. You fucking Metal, you're throwing. Metal, you're fucking throwing. Metal, you said it was dead. You lying ass bitch. It's spread open, it's ready. I think it's definitely dead or terminated this time. Yes, all its functions have ceased. I don't read any residual energy either. Are you alright, Gillian? I'll live. It hit me twice, though. Man, it's because it's so fucking hard. So he read something before? Exactly, dude. Metal's trying to get me killed. Metal's a plant. Metal's a snatcher. That was quite a tough customer. You get a few hundred of those together and that would be it. Gillian, let's get on with the investigation. Can I investigate the fucking snatcher? Oh, I can. Let's smell it. The stench from that snatcher we wasted is still around. Hi, Minka. Yo, Minka. Wait, Minka, did you change your name? I know that, Minka. Did you change your name? You didn't? I swear it wasn't Minka Mika. There's no way. I thought it was... Wasn't it... It was? I thought it was like Minka... First, why did I swear I remember it was Minka 002 or something. Or Minka 12. I swear it had numbers. It had numbers. I know it. I know it. I lose? I was close. I was close. It was not Minka Mika. There's no way. I remember without a shadow of a doubt it had numbers. What kiss from you to my cheek? Okay. Mwah. Mwah. There, you get 2. Oh. We can talk? Oh, I was like, we could talk to the Snatcher? Where's the freaky, creepy one? Probably lurking. Zena's a big lurker. Zena chills and lurks. It looks like this is where they're doing their treatment. And proof is over there on the floor. Investigate. Investigate the Snatcher. Its functions have been completely terminated. He just comes when you do something a little sus, or when we're sniffing things. He shows up when we smell things. It won't be moving again. Are you sure, Metal? You lied last time. The remains of the Snatcher are on the floor. You're so sleepy? You can go to bed. It smells like burning machinery. Don't let your guard down. His friends are probably around here somewhere. I thought Snatchers... Just a long time. Didn't use Twitch. Too much work. Oh. I thought we were told that Snatchers, like, blow up their body or disintegrate it once they're terminated. So that way we can't... like, investigate them. You leveled up your PC for games? Let's go. Oh! Yeah, I remember. Maybe this one's stupid. It might be. Alright. Let's go out in the hall. Just like that last one, you never know when they might pop out. Keep your blaster ready, Gillian. I'm ready. We're in the hospital's hallway. Okay. There are only 2 buttons here. I wonder how one can get the 3rd door open. There is, man. There is. It's 100%. Just fucking... It's... Where's another lovely person? Herv is out to the store. Herv is at the store and will be back in a undisclosed amount of time. It's 100% just use the switches at the same time. Let's check the floor a little more. I want to say hi to her too. She's very cute. Oh. It says morgue. As in where the dead bodies are kept. The 3rd door says morgue. There are no doorknobs or handles that cannot be opened manually. It's definitely use both fucking switches at the same time. It is 100% just use both at the same time. There's no game, I know your tricks. I know your tricks, game. The third door is just like the other two. No, it's not. Quit lying to me. It has been used quite recently, and the monitors are still warm. They're gatekeeping, they are. You have 7K channel points? Ooh, look at that. Bowler hat? Ooh, okay. Bump. Dude, it's definitely my favorite hat. It is one of my favorite hats. I love it. We didn't investigate door number 2. The second room. We didn't look in there. Oh, there's eyeballs. Look at that. Ew. We're in room number 2. Look at this. Some kind of testing equipment is running. That's a real nasty sound. Gets on my nerves. Oh, we can smell. Oh, let's go. Smell. Whew! What a smell. Ugh, smells like rotting fish or something. That's the smell of decomposing protein. So that's the smell of cancerous skin cells, like Gibson wrote about, eh? Ooh, let's sniff again. Ugh, I can't stand this smell. Should we go say hi to some people too? Hope she'll be here soon. I hope so. I don't want her to miss too much of Snatcher. I know she was watching. She was like keeping up with it as well. That skeleton back there was probably waiting to get his skin here, eh? You think this place is the only use for skin treatment? Aww. Thank you, Mika. It's very nice to see you again. Gillian, please be more quiet. They'll hear us. Oh, shut up, Metal. Now you care, Metal? Now you care? What about earlier when you detected motion and didn't say anything? Or when the thing still had life in it and you didn't say anything? Metal, I think you're setting me up. Metal's throwing. He is. The room is illuminated with red light. It makes for a very disquieting atmosphere. What are they doing here? What's with all the samples? This looks a lot more. Looks like a lot more than a place to treat skin cancer. Argon lasers, argon dye lasers, is a device for selectively destroying certain types of cancer cells. They also have the latest gene cannon. They have a gene cannon. Everything is quite neatly organized. There are samples here of monoclonal antibodies. What in the world is that? Antibodies which are said to have beneficial effects on cancerous melanomas. Ew, big words. There's no mistake, this is definitely their maintenance hospital. DNA synthesizers, DNA sequencers, a nucleic acid extractor, chromatography equipment, automatic pipetting devices. That's a particle accelerator used to generate a stream of heavy particles for a number of different treatment techniques. The machine is in standby mode. Let's use it. This is quite an impressive array of equipment. Some university hospitals are not stocked this well. Nuclear magnetic resonance microscopes, scanning tunnel microscopes, high voltage electron microscopes, electron beam holography cameras, streak cameras. Gillian, the Snatchers obviously possess much greater intelligence than we have previously given them credit for. Nevertheless, their technology seems somewhat dated. Oh, Metal throwing shade. Dated? What do you mean by that? The equipment and techniques they're using. Most of these methods were abandoned years ago. This is well behind the current level of technology in the most developed countries. It is a rough approximation, but I would say that they are 20 to 30 years behind the times. What's more, judging from the imbalance of the research material here, it appears to be primarily the work of one individual. You telling me that all this work on the Snatcher's artificial skin is being carried out by one person, and it's not some government institution? The design of this lab itself is in violation of a number of biohazard prevention safety codes. While a few safety cabinets have been installed, there's no autoclave or gas sterilizer anywhere. This is quite far from P4 level. I seriously doubt this lab was set up by a government or any other large organization. God, Metal yapping. Oh, Jesus, Metal. This room seems to be their real biotech research lab. Looks like Frankenstein could show up at any minute. Funny random, I get it. It's well equipped with micro manipulators, various types of lasers. It has a microsurgery system. There are a number of jars for formaldehyde and other chemicals. There are a number of machines for biotech experiments. It seems that they are quite serious about their work. There are all the finest quality monitors, microscopes, and the containers. Samples, mutated cells, and organs with tumors. I don't want to look at. Oh, it's random. I don't want to look at this stuff. No, keep looking at it. Can we investigate them now? There are a number of cell cultures and other specimens, and all rather grotesque. They're all rather grotesque. The dates on the samples indicate that they are rather new. Okay. Quiet, Gillian. They'll hear us if we make too much noise. Dude, you just yapped for like 5 minutes earlier. I can't stand the smell. The dates on these are all new. Monitors. It's quite impressive for equipment. Some university hospitals are not this well stocked. DNA synthesizers, all the same thing. Just making sure everything's quite neatly organized. Argon lasers, yep. The room is illuminated with red. It makes for a very disquieting atmosphere. Just making sure we got everything. Microsurgery system, yep. Vast number of jars. There are a number of machines for biotech experiments, yep. They're all the finest quality monitors. There goes a room. Perhaps they are culturing skin cells. You never know where they could be hiding. Let's keep our conversation to an absolute minimum. Alright. Well, I guess I feel sick. So Gillian, now it's down to just room number 3. Yeah. And it's definitely both switches at the same time. There's only 2 buttons. Maybe it could be opened using those 2 buttons. It definitely can! Called it. I fucking called it. I called it. I knew it was just gonna be used 1 and 2 at the same time. It made the most sense. God, game, stop throwing me around. I know your tricks now.
Alright, let's try pushing both buttons simultaneously.
Here we go.
The 2 buttons are on opposite panels, so there's no way one person can push them both alone. But if 2 of us work together, it might do it.
That's it, Gillian. It makes perfect sense. It's the same system they used to use in nuclear missile silos in the late 20th century.
Our friendship.
Eliminates the risk of one man going nuts and acting alone.
Well, it's hard to be sure, but let's give it a try anyway. I've got button 1. Random, you push number 2. You ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come on!
Woo! Friendship power.
You did it! Door number 3 opened.
With safety measures like that, they must have had a good reason for wanting to keep it closed.
Door 3, here we go. Are you ready, random? Let's have a look at the last room. Oh boy. What is it? Oh.
Good God!
I read 4 human skeletons in this room.
It's their morgue.
Perhaps victims of the Snatchers?
Well, it doesn't look like whoever put them here was too worried about making sure they would rest in peace.
No,
Ah.
it doesn't. These have got to be the victims.
Ew.
This is probably where they hide the bodies of the originals they snatch from places like Outer Heaven.
They probably picked Outer Heaven because it gets a lot of VIP traffic. Plus, during masquerade time, they could work the place and still keep their identities secret.
Yeah, and the guy who set up the link between them and Outer Heaven was Freddy, that taxi driver. They must have gone after him not because of who he was, but what he did. After all, with a taxi, there's plenty of chances to milk your customers for information.
Ooh.
That's probably how they learned about Outer Heaven and Plato's Cavern.
I've been wondering what they had done with the bodies.
Want to hide a book? What better place than the library? Need to hide a body? How about the morgue?
And for them, keeping the bodies hidden is crucial. I mean, if somebody who's supposed to be dead is out walking the streets, it wouldn't be too hard to figure out that something screwy is going on.
That means that if we can figure out who these bodies were, then we've just nailed 4 snatchers.
Oh. Oh, we need to be quiet. They could be anywhere. Metal, you did it. Thanks, Metal. Oh, time to get our sniff on. Phew, that stench. So that's what rotting protein smells like. The decomposition process releases numerous gases. Oh, what a horrible smell. It appears to have been a proper morgue at one time, but now being used as little more than a closet. There's a ventilation duct on one side of the room. There's a cover on the duct, but it has been weakened by oxidation. Oh. Oh. One of the bodies is still decomposing. The other 3 are little more than skeletons. Why'd it have to zoom in on him? The only thing in the room besides the bodies is some dust and scraps, as well as the maggots infesting the newest body. The zoom is so nasty. Speaking of which, a number of different insect larvae have infested the body. It hasn't been well preserved, to say the least. But it's definitely a human body. Yuck. The eyeball is nuts. Estimate time of death. Let's check that duct first. Warm air is flowing from the vent. It is apparently a rather large duct. Okay. The insects infesting a decomposing body can be divided into 8 large groups. Each of those groups works on the body for roughly 15 days, making an 8 by 15 day or 4-month cycle. As such, an analysis of the variety, number, and size of the organisms on the body allows a rather accurate estimation of which group is currently present. What? In other words, you can figure out how long the victim's been dead without analyzing the body itself, right? On this particular body, flies have laid eggs, and the maggots have grown into adult flies, so it has been less than 30 days since death. As for the other 3 bodies, 1 full cycle has been completed, so at least 4 months has passed. Cause of death. Can you determine the cause of death? The bodies are severely damaged. Such a determination would require a more extensive facilities than available here. Identity. What about the identity of the victims? Hair, clothing, even teeth, anything that can be used to make an identification is gone. That's not true. Look, the teeth are right there, you idiot. That's teeth. Is that not teeth? What are you talking about, Metal? Dude, Metal, you're setting me up. Metal, you're fucking with me, Metal. Damn Snatchers. They were careful to make sure their identities didn't get out. If we even had some teeth, we might be able to... There's teeth. Are those not teeth? What about these teeth here? Yeah, fucking leave it to random to point it out. We've been deliberately misassigned to prevent identification. Oh, they're the wrong teeth? And I guess we'll never be able to ID them. There is a way. What? How? We can perform a simulated reconstruction. Fortunately, the skulls of the victims are still intact. Reconstruction, eh? Good idea. Great idea. Reconstruct corpse. Metal, let's do this reconstruction thing on the bodies.
Now performing simulated reconstruction of the head and facial features of each of the 4 victims. Commencing with victim number 1. Now performing craniometric analysis. X-ray and sagittal X-ray, magnetic resonance imaging, and positron CT data gathered. Complete cranial data now being compiled. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction. First, victim's age. Estimate based on 1. Presence or absence of cranial fontanelles and chroma of epicranial sutures. 2. Area of facial region and cranium. 3. Height of upper and lower jaw and development of alveolar part. And 4. Location of cranial center of gravity. Next, victim's sex.
Damn.
Estimate based on 1. Overall size of cranium. 2. Parietal bone angle. And 3. Development of splachocranium. Lastly, victim's race. Estimate based on 1. Overall cranial configuration. 2. Volume of intercranial cavity. And 3. Mass of the skull.
Damn.
Now commencing soft feature reconstruction based on average results of above analysis. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of
Who the
head of
fuck
first
is
victim
that?
completed.
Is that Freddy?
Freddie Nielsen.
Freddy.
Moving on to second victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 2. Now starting craniometric analysis.
Are we gonna do
Complete
this
cranial
4
data
times?
Now being
Oh
compiled
man,
using
we're
the
gonna
same
be here in a
techniques
minute.
as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair
It's
and
his
eye
wife, right?
features.
Yeah.
Reconstruction of head of second victim completed.
That's Lisa Nielsen.
Moving on to third victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 3. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction.
Oh, who's that?
Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features.
Whoa, it's
Reconstruction
a,
of head of
it's a
third
doctor.
victim completed.
Who in the world is that?
That's the director of Queen's Hospital. Shin Fui, what's his face?
Shin Shu O Gillian. Moving on to last victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 4.
This one's the most recent. It's still decomposing.
Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction.
Watch it be the chief. Oh, don't.
Reconstructing.
Is it the chief?
Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features.
It's the chief.
Reconstruction of head of final victim completed.
That's the chief.
It's the chief! What?
Look at that face.
The chief is a snatcher! The Benson on the scrap of that patient record was Benson Cunningham.
Oh.
Judging from the condition of the body, I would estimate that the snatching took place approximately 1 month ago.
So it was the chief who sabotaged our turbo cycle. And those matches we found in Harry's room, the chief must have put them there to try to set him up.
No doubt Harry figured it out and decided to leave that face-to-face message. Wait a minute. Didn't Mika say that Harry had left to go find the chief?
That's right. He was probably trying to track down some evidence on the chief.
Gillian, I'd say that this Harry has put himself in a pretty dangerous spot.
If it was the chief that sabotaged the turbo cycle, doesn't that mean that he already knows we're onto him?
Damn Harry and Mika are in danger.
That's far enough, Junker.
Oh.
Your little investigation is over.
It's them.
Who? Snatchers?
Get them!
Whoa. Ah! Whoa.
My arm. I can't reach my blaster.
I'm hitting the leg.
Is that the best you can do, Junker?
Not random.
Who's there?
Jin Shuo, you scum.
It seems you still have some fight left in you. You two are finished, but our plans move forward. We are now entering phase 2.
Oh.
And when we do, not only this city, but the entire world will be ours to command.
Phase 2? What are you talking about?
Like a Gillian.
As
Ooh.
you know, our operations have been hindered up to now by the flaws in our artificial skin. The skin's shortcomings have kept us away from ultraviolet rays, forcing us to do our work at night, underground, or in the winter. In the end, we had to construct a hospital like this, all because
Ooh,
of the
damn.
flaws in our artificial skin. This was the only difference between us and you humans. But now we have broken this barrier.
Oh.
Huh?
They figured it out.
We are on the verge of developing a perfect artificial skin, thanks to the cooperation of a new partner in our plan.
Perfect artificial skin? A new partner?
Once we have the new skin,
Oh.
nothing will be able to stop us. And with that, our plan moves to phase 2. Our little experiment in this city will end, and we'll move in force to take over the world.
Don't be so sure. You won't get out of the city that easy.
You humans are always so overconfident, so naive.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure you're aware that the Kyoto Summit, being held to decide how to handle the Snatcher problem, opens tomorrow.
Metal.
And the
Is that
chief.
right?
The chief is going to it.
Countries around the world are concerned about the Snatcher problem. It will be one of the main topics discussed at this year's summit.
That's right. Tomorrow, we attack the summit.
You must be crazy. The security there will be incredible. You won't even get close.
Must I explain everything to you, Junker? Aren't you even aware that a fellow Junker will be giving a special presentation at the summit?
The chief.
Yeah.
Cunningham. So that's why you snatched him.
We've known that your chief would be speaking at the summit for over 3 months now.
Gillian, the summit is tomorrow. We have to hurry.
Listen, we have your chief. You Junkers are at our mercy, and so is this city. And tomorrow, we move on the world. Nothing can stop us now. We will finally achieve our long-awaited goal of global domination.
Who is this we you keep talking about?
We are an evolved life form, given life in the depths of the Kremlin by our creator, Modnar.
Madnar.
We are a new race.
Modnar?
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 The Kremlin. Those names are familiar, but
Our goal is to snatch all of the world's leaders and then achieve total control of human thought and worldwide racial unification.
you're insane. Humanity won't be so easily dominated. You underestimate the strength of the human spirit.
I think not. In the same way as the Nazis, our strategy begins with the overpowering of the spirit of the people. We will strike at you humans' weakest point, the most primitive part of your psychological makeup, your suspiciousness and fear. By provoking suspicion and mistrust throughout the populace, we will destroy that fragile fabric which holds your society together, that of trust. Fear is you humans' weak point. It is the primitive part of your brains that binds you forever to your animal
Damn, that seems kinda
ancestors
nice.
and makes you vulnerable. By stimulating that part of your atavistic instincts, our plan can succeed magnificently.
Gillian, at this rate, they'll kill us all. You've got to get out alive. You're a junker. Just one of you have in mind.
Oh
I got
no.
a big fireworks show ready for him. Better that than get snatched.
Randall's gonna blow himself up.
You're gonna blow yourself up?
No, we're better off fighting together. Hey, it won't work. I'm hit in the thigh. Ow, oh, damn. A bounty hunter can't do anything with a leg wound like this. I might as well have been shot in the head.
There must be some way out of here.
Damn, look at
Hey,
Gillian.
I wasn't doing this job just for fun. I stayed ready for situations like this. I've always been prepared to go out with a bang.
It's December. A little late for fireworks.
So it'll be an off-season show.
No, I can't let you.
My belt's packed with TNT-PX.
Damn.
You know, that really strong stuff they use in the mines on Mars? One push, and this whole hospital will go. No trouble at all. No time to sit around thinking, Junker Boy. Go! What are you doing? Get your butt moving, you fool! Get out through this air shaft. I've got a powerful strobe.
Like how they're
Its
just,
flash will
you know,
screw up their sensors long enough for you to get
saying
out.
this in front
Are
of
you
them.
with me? Fireworks are better from a distance anyway, Gillian.
Are you two finished chatting?
You're just letting them.
Then I think it's time for you to die. We're quite busy, you know.
You ready? When I give the signal, break into the air shaft and run, and don't forget your blaster.
Metal, stay with me.
Yes, sir.
Random.
Gillian! Doesn't look like I'm gonna have a chance to call in that debt you owe me.
Don't worry. I'll pay it back to the Snatchers with interest.
Damn.
All right, go!
With
Run,
interest.
Gillian!
Get out of there, Gillian! Oh. Oh.
Metal, are you okay? Metal, something broken?
Language circuits have been damaged somewhat.
Damn.
What happened?
Random blew himself up after getting us into this air shaft.
Oh.
Random.
Gillian, that explosion should have taken all of Queen's Hospital with it.
The thick walls of this duct must have shielded us from enough of the blast. If it wasn't for Random, we wouldn't have made
I
it.
see moaning. Oh no.
Oh, Random.
Gillian,
Oh,
we have no time
random.
for grief now. We must get back to Junker headquarters as quickly as possible. Harry and Mika are in danger.
You're right. And I have to keep my promise to Random. But first, we have to figure out how to get out of here.
I can't see a thing. What should we do?
Turn on your fucking light. No, turn your light on. Ooh. Let's try moving forward. There could be Snatchers waiting for us. Please use extreme caution. How far does this thing go? Gillian, are you sure that this thing has an exit? I'm not sure. There's some kind of scratches here. Scratches? Check them out. It looks like it continues for some distance. Both the right and the left side of the walls of the duct have scratches on them, as if something hard has bumped into them. Oh, what's in the vent, man? It's constructed quite well. There are signs that construction to reinforce has been carried out. What's this? There's some sand spilled here. How did the sand? Now analyzing sand. Iron particles. High quantities of phosphorus. The type of sand is particular to the M district in Neo Kobe. The M district, eh? Around the old factory, right? What's that mean? This scratch was caused by the scraping of a very hard claw-like object of some kind. A snatcher. Maybe they were using this as some kind of shortcut or back route. It appears that a snatcher was dragged through here. A human body would not cause such marks. Maybe that naked snatcher we saw in the operating room. That's probably correct. An endostructure before the artificial skin was installed seems most likely. Listen, I can hear the sound of water flowing. Then we must be close to a way out of this thing. We can't go back. The way is blocked by debris. Okay. My light isn't powerful enough. It appears to continue on. I can hear water. It can't be a dead end. Both the right and the left walls. Okay, yeah, that was already said. It's from the Snatchers when they move through this duct, I bet. Motion detector. Mello, you picking up any movement? The shock of the explosion is damn it. Oh, of course, you know. So is it working or not? I'm getting partial readings, but they're not as sensitive as they should be. Oh, interesting. If we get attacked in an area like this, we've had it. Please pray for us, Gillian. We've got to make it out of here. Damn, so I have to depend on my own eyes and ears, do I? Just in case, I'm going to save state right here. Yep. Just in case. Just in case anything goes wrong. I don't know where the game will continue off of if you haven't saved, so I don't want to get sent back somewhere. Actually, it'd be kind of weird if it sent you back because you already know what to do. But you know, just in case. Looks like it continues for some distance. Reinforced bars form a level 4 hardness steel alloy have been installed. It's quite strong. That's what saved us. I guess we should thank them, eh? It seems that this is not just a simple air duct. For an air duct, the quantity of dust is quite low. So that means that the thing is used regularly, right? Yes, there's certainly no reason why anyone would ever deliberately clean a duct like this. Snow 9. Snow 9! Snatchers! What did I miss? Alright, so we arrived at Queen's Hospital. If you remember from last time, our turbocycle got sent zooming, and random Hajil saved us. We arrived at Queen's Hospital. We now know that Queen's Hospital had a basement, and we figured it out, and we went to the basement. The top floor is just a cover-up, so nobody goes to the basement where all the actual Snatcher care facility stuff is. We investigated in there. We killed a Snatcher exoskeleton, and then we went to the morgue room that they have down there and found 4 bodies of 4 victims, and the newest victim turned out to be the Chief. The Chief is a Snatcher, and we got attacked by the leader of the Snatchers, or one of the leaders of the Snatchers. I don't know, the Chinese doctor attacked us with 4 other Snatchers and disarmed us and random, and we were just down and we were about to die, and we got told that they plan for world domination. They want to take out the world's leaders and control the world. And so Random had an idea. Random is like, I carry mega charged TNT in my belt. I'm gonna blow myself up and you get out of here. So we said our goodbyes. We made a rush for the air duct, and Random Hajil blew himself up to take out the Snatchers. And now we are in the air duct, trying to leave. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as just leaving out the air duct. And Gillian has just sneezed, which means Snow 9, which means Snatcher. So I assume we're about to be encountered with something. Air ducts can't support the weight of people usually. It's an air duct on the floor, and we just did a bunch of investigations to find out the air duct is mega reinforced. So this one was like made with purpose. Gillian, is it Snow 9? What? There's probably a sewer or something nearby. The pollen. I will gather and analyze a sample of the air here. Gillian, the results are as I would have expected. The concentration is then. There's Snatcher. Snow 9, there's Snatcher. Snow 9, huh? Is it okay to breathe it? You will be safe at these concentrations. Listen. There's probably a sewer or something. Investigate it again. The farther we go, the higher the concentration. It must be coming from that direction. I'm not reading anything at the moment. Oh man, come on. Snatcher was dragged through here. Alright. Maybe the pollen again? The farther we go, the higher the concentration. Both the right and the left side walls of the duct have scratches on them, as if something hard has bumped into them. It looks like it continues for some distance. Reinforced bars from a level 4 hardness steel alloy have been installed. The lower surface is constructed of reinforced concrete. This does not seem to be just an ordinary air duct. It looks like the Snatcher's been using it to move around. With these scratches and the presence of Snow 9, I'd say that it's definite. I sure don't want to meet up with any of them in a tight space like this. Oh, advance! Continuing forward. Jeez, this thing keeps going. Ah! Insectors? Oh my god. Why are there so many? I'm gonna die. Oh my god! Fuck! Why are there so many? Holy shit! Oh my god. I was gaming there for a second. What the fuck? They cannot be bringing out 2 at a time. I can't deal with 2 at a time. The controller. Oh boy, here we go. I'm dead. This is so hard! You have no idea! God! Oh my god. This is so fucking hard with these controls. You have no clue how this feels. Dude, what is this? What's up with the... Why is there so many of them? Oh my god. Alright, let's try again. What? Stop. Oh my god. I can't. Dude, what the fuck? Are we gonna be able to get past this? These controls make it so hard. The controller? Why is there so many? Holy sh... Good God. Their map all is sniffing. I imagine this was much, much easier to do on an actual Sega CD controller because it was made for an analog stick. My sister called what happened. So we're in the ducks, we moved forward, and they have an egregious amount of insectors in the vents to attack you. And using these controls makes it really, really hard to keep up with all of them. Oh my god. Alright, let's try again. This was probably so much easier on an actual Sega CD controller because, like, you had the analog stick to control your gun. I don't have that. I have a D-pad and I have to get all those directions. Meow, meow, meow. There's Herv, Minka. Now you can say hi. Alright, let's try again. Gaming. Alright, gotta lock in. Oh my god, sometimes the gun doesn't shoot. Oh god! Oh my god! Oh. Oh. You have no clue how hard that was unless you do it yourself. You have no clue how hard that was. Oh my god. What game are you playing? This is called Snatcher. It is a game made by Hideo Kojima. And it was made for the I don't remember what it first came out on. It came out in Japan originally, and then it released in America for the Sega CD. It's a really old game, but I wanted to play it because it's a game that I remember playing growing up. Well, I doubt Herv could just do what I just did. Let's see Herv do that first try. Herv could not do what I just did. Beat me on that. So it's a really old game. I played a bit of it when I was real little, and I've always wanted to continue playing it. And I thought you guys would enjoy it because it's got a really good story. Good God, that was horrible. I never want to do anything like that ever again. Ew. They really built a lot of those things, don't they? Yeah, really. Gillian, are you injured? Barely. They only hit me once. Let's fucking go. Oh my God. Those insectors must be the security for this area, which means that at the end of this duct... I'm not reading any more motion. Let's move on. Thank fucking God. Don't want to meet up with any more of those spiders. Lurk, lurk, meow. Look, a way out. We're saved, Gillian. Metal, don't let your guard down. Good God. Oh, I'm gamer moving.
What in the world?
Oh.
This is part of the tube liner, the city's long-abandoned subway system.
You mean Queen's Hospital and this were connected?
Yes, it would appear that the Snatchers were using this to move from place to place. This would provide them with the perfect way to move about while still avoiding the ultraviolet rays they hate so much.
Oh.
We should have realized this sooner. The city is crisscrossed by the tube liner's old lines, and since they are abandoned, the Snatchers could move undetected as well.
Aha! That's how those two we caught a glimpse of at the abandoned factory where Gibson was killed were able to disappear so quickly. They must have used this subway.
That would appear to be correct. The tube liner passes underneath that factory site as well. That would also explain why sand from the factory was in the air duct at the hospital.
So this is the trick they were using to stay out of the sun and avoid being seen while they moved around.
Now we know why it took so long to uncover them.
All right, let's follow the subway. We should be able to get out when we get to the nearest station.
Oh, look! They're standing. How far does this bloody thing go? We're probably lost. I wonder where we are. Metal, can you see what's up ahead? It appears that the tunnel continues for as far as I can see. The only sound is that of your own footsteps. Metal, how much farther do we have to go until we reach the next station? Since I don't know what our exact present location is, I cannot give you an accurate figure. This part of the system didn't have very many stations. We'll probably have to walk quite a bit further. That's the area we just passed through. I see nothing out of the ordinary. The tunnel seems to go on for some distance. Metal, can you hear any trains approaching? What are you saying, Gillian? The tube liner system has been abandoned for years. What part of the city is this? I believe we were probably underneath the MR district. Oh! Snatcher?
Look, Metal, light!
Oh, God.
Yes, but this doesn't look like a station.
A ladder?
There's a ladder!
Where do you suppose it leads, Gillian?
I don't have the slightest, but let's climb it and see.
All right, now climbing the ladder.
Now climbing the ladder.
We seem to have emerged into an odd place. Wait, this room.
Oh! Freddy's
It's
bathroom!
Freddie Nielsen's bathroom. He was using this shaft from the bathtub to get down into the subway.
The bath water.
So that's how he did that.
Ah, yes. As I recall, after you disposed of Lisa, he somehow entered the apartment without using the regular entrance.
Which he accomplished by using this secret passage into his bathtub.
The bathtub must be of a double construction. The bottom is actually a lid. When they wanted to hide the passage, all they needed to do was fill the tub. And to get in and out, they would just drain the water into another tank.
Jeez. Double bottom bathtubs? Abandoned subways? Snatchers really go out of their way to stay out of the sun.
Okay, Gillian, let's head outside.
Thank God. Oh, man. Feels nice to chill for a second. After all that, dude, that was crazy. You legit... When I say moving and aiming with this system is hard, it is hard. It is really fucking hard. And sometimes the input just doesn't register, so the gun will just sit there, and it's not like wherever I aim, that's where the aim stays. Every time I even slightly move off of where I am, it auto resets to center. So yeah. Can we just leave? This is Freddy's living room. Is there anything to look at? Lisa's remains have been cleaned up. Don't you want to take a look at the map? Oh yeah, sure, Metal. I forgot. It's a large-scale map of Moscow. Moscow, eh? Chinchuo, over at the Queen's Hospital, had a picture of St. Basil's Cathedral. The chief keeps a picture of Red Square hidden. How come everybody's such a big Moscow fan these days? What's going on here? The Russians have vetted the Snatchers. Moscow seems to hold some clue to this whole thing, doesn't it? Moscow. Did that guy say something about it? Before the explosion, about Chinchuo. Didn't Chinchuo say something about achieving what was meant to be 55 years ago? And the depths of the Kremlin? Now that you mention it, this map is from exactly that era, isn't it? Moscow, 55 years ago. The key to understanding the Snatchers no doubt lies there. Time travel. It's time to invent a time machine. This has to have some meaning. I don't think they'd paste a 50-year-old map up here just as a decoration. It's a late 20th century map. It's a large-scale map of Moscow. A holographic marker indicates the location that Lisa's remains were found. I'm not reading any movement. We're the only ones here. Alright, can we leave now? Moscow 50 years ago. Be careful that you don't touch the tape lines. Tape? You mean this laser beam, right? Don't break the beam, Gillian. You'll have people from headquarters all over the place. It's a security sensor, you know. I see. Gotta make sure nobody messes with the evidence after all. Yeah, jeez, I feel like I'm breaking into the place or something. Oh. Thank God. Now let's get back to headquarters. Oh, how are we supposed to get there? We don't have a turbo cycle anymore. Remember, it blew up. Can we just steal one? This is the building that the Nielsen's were living in since the incident the other day. The other occupants have all moved out. Look, there's a taxi over there. Oh, there's a taxi. We're quite away from Queen's Hospital. It's very quiet here. The cab is for hire. Shall we board it? Let's board the taxi. This is kind of cool. We've boarded the taxi. Where to, sir? This is a man cab. I can take you anywhere you want to go. The car has been modified to operate on manual only. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Hey, this is a black taxi, you know. Don't be so nosy. It's a black taxi. It's unregistered. His face is concealed. Polarizing film has been placed on the rear view mirror. Oh, he's a snatcher, right? Let me guess. Dude, can they all leave me alone for a second? Why is he hiding his face, huh? Come on, stop that, please. Now, where would you like to go? Nah. The driver is a medium height and medium build. Come on, stop that, please. Where would you like to go? Nah, there ain't no way. The driver's identification is not posted on the dashboard. Come on, you know the unspoken rule. Drivers and passengers of black taxis aren't supposed to interfere with each other's business, you know. From here, we can only see the back of his head. I don't trust you, man. As he's seated, I'm unable to make a precise measurement of his height. Nah, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Nah, he's a snatcher. He's a snatcher. I don't trust anybody now. This taxi is lacking a synchronizer to link it to Alpha 1 automatic traffic control system. It's been specially modified to use as a black taxi. We're on urgent business. Get us to Junker headquarters as quickly as you can. Junker headquarters, eh? What would you want to go there for? Something going on? What? That's... You just told me about the undisclosed rule, brother. What? I told you. We're in a hurry. Is that some kind of joke, sir? Can't be serious. This is a manned taxi. You know, I can't go to a place like that. Metal, I think we picked a weird taxi. Listen, I'm a junker. Take me to Junker headquarters and do it quickly. I'm afraid not. You're going somewhere else. You wanna know where that is? Oh, God, yeah, well, I'm going to hell. Where? Straight to hell! Fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Is he dead?
He's junk now. Stubborn one, wasn't he?
Jeez. He made it through that explosion and was waiting for us out here. If those things ever get control of the city, there's no way we'll ever get it back. We've got to stop them before that.
And to do that, we have to prevent the chief from getting to the
Like a
Kyoto
medal.
summit.
Oh.
I know. And I have to pay back my debt to Random.
Let's use this taxi to get back to Junker headquarters.
I planned on it. I just hope Mika and Harry are safe.
Oh. We arrived at Junker headquarters. I certainly hope Mika and Harry are safe. Alright, Metal, this is it. The final showdown. Are you ready? Let's go. The final showdown. Oh. This is the lobby. Really? Is it? I didn't know. Whoa. The shutter on the reception booth is closed. Whoa. It appears that something attacked this place. The shutter on the reception booth is closed. Oh, kind of like I just said that. So where did Mika go? Mika! Mika! The booth appears to have been struck a number of times with some kind of energy weapon. Maybe Mika's still in there. Why would she get out? It's like mega protected to prevent snatchers. This is the protective shutter for the reception booth. It is automatically lowered in times of danger. The emergency light is flashing on the door check panel. So headquarters has been put on emergency status. There's a few holes in the shield, no doubt caused by blaster or cannon fire. Cannon? Then it's Snatchers who did this. Oh. The surface of the shutter shows evidence of having been struck by fire from an energy weapon. Hello! Something's in the booth! Something's in the booth! Gillian, we have to open this somehow. It functions as a projector shield, so there's no way to see inside the booth with it like this. It's been locked from the inside. The only way to open it is from inside the booth. We have to open the shutter on the booth in order. Gillian, we have to open this. I'm trying to figure that out. There are a few holes in the shield, no doubt caused by blaster or cannon fire. Booth. Can't this be opened from the outside? If it has an emergency external connection port, then it can be opened from the outside. Metal, find this external connection jack. Here we are. I've located an emergency external connection port on the side of the booth. With this, I'll be able to open the shutter. Open that shit, Metal. I'm ready. I got my trigger finger ready. Come on, Snatcher scum!
All right, I'm going to open it, but please use extreme caution.
Pull your weapon!
Anything could be inside.
Snatcher! Oh, it's Mika. Mika!
Mika! Mika, are you all right? Metal, how is she?
Her pulse is normal.
Oh.
The only external injuries are to her forehead, and they are not serious. There's been no significant blood loss.
Mika, come on, snap out of it.
Mika's
It's
not
me,
dead.
Gillian.
Mika's not dead. She's good.
Gillian?
It's me.
Gillian.
Should have went on that date with me, Mika.
What happened?
Mika Moe.
Gillian, the chief. The chief is a snatcher.
I know.
So he's finally shown his true colors.
Harry's.
What's happened to Harry?
Harry put me in the pod and sealed the main door. He locked the snatcher in.
Oh.
That was smart. Not even a snatcher can get through this shield.
So where's Harry?
He said keep the door sealed no matter what happens in there. And then he went in. Gillian, please help him.
Harry! Mika, open the door. I'm going in.
I'm going in.
Metal, we're going in. Be careful. That snatcher could be hiding anywhere.
Yes, sir.
I'm so fucking ready.
Gillian, please be careful. The chief is very cunning. Don't let your guard down.
Don't worry. I'll watch myself in there.
Do you want to go on that date yet, by the way, Mika? Just wondering. Just wondering. No! 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 No, I don't want to look. Let it be somebody else. Someone is down. Harry! No!
Harry!
Oh, Gillian, is that you? I'm getting old. Just look at me.
Not
What
that
happened?
fucking old man. You still
I saw the chief messing with your turbo cycle, and that weird picture in his office.
Metal, how is he? Metal!
If Harry turns out to be my son, this is so sad.
To say.
Really that bad, huh?
Gillian, when I confronted him about what I saw, he showed me what he really was.
Harry, please.
I was barely able to even scratch him.
That's enough, Harry. I understand. Metal, is there anything we can do for him?
Edo sheet.
Gillian, I'm sorry.
No.
Harry, you'll be okay. It doesn't look like you're hurting too bad. This will work out perfect. You always were working too hard anyway. Why don't you take a nice long vacation somewhere and rest up?
Yeah, sure. Nice try, Gillian, but it's my body. I know I ain't gonna make it. You were a good kid, Gillian.
Harry!
I don't know how to say this right, but I've always had a special feeling about you. I've always had trouble talking to people since I was little, like my father. What I can remember of him.
Pulse and blood pressure falling.
Harry, hang in there. You and I were gonna go out and tie one on, remember?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You, me, and Jean, the three of us.
But John is...
Metal, quiet!
Gillian, I've lived my life alone. I didn't know my parents or family. Always so stubborn, glued to my research. I never really trusted anybody. That was a mistake.
No.
Blood pressure continuing to fall.
Harry?
After Jean died, I felt it. Human warmth, companionship.
I know what you mean.
Gillian, I just wanted to get along with everybody. I don't need no Nobel Prize. For 50 years, I've been searching, trying to find something I lost.
He's delivering
Looks like
plot.
I'll never find it now.
Gillian, he's about.
Looks like I've been talking too much. It's up to you now, Gillian. I'm finished. You won't forget this, old grouch, will you?
Harry!
Gillian, you've got to believe in yourself. You're the last junker.
Harry! Harry!
Pulse 0. Pupils are dilated.
Cunningham! No! Snatcher! I'll get you for this!
We have no time for grieving. That Snatcher is still hiding somewhere here in headquarters.
Metal, listen to me. If that Snatcher gets me, you've got to take Mika and run. Then you've got to blow up Junker headquarters. Blow it sky high! You understand me?
Yes, sir. I just hope it doesn't come to that. So, where should we start our search?
Damn. That was a passionate moment. Screaming in his ear is gonna bring him back, and right. Let's start in the chief's office. Let's work our way to the top. Top to bottom. This is the chief's office. What, in a place like this? I'll check it out now. Are you ready? Nothing here. Investigating. Nothing here. Oh, is he under the desk, maybe? No snatchers here. We're the only ones registering on my motion detector. Alright, let's go. Detective's room. This is the detective's room. Snatcher does not seem to be around. Checking the locker. Nobody there. Checking the desk. Nothing here. Check the far desk. What? Oh, sorry, nothing there. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Metal. Any motion rings in the detective's room? There's no reading. My movement sensor is functioning properly. You should. Is it? Alright, let's go. Engineering room. I don't see the Snatcher. About the only place one could hide in the room is here, right? I'll check it now. No Snatchers here. Now investigating. Nothing there. Thanks. Nice. Good. Same joke. I'll check it out now. What? Same joke twice in a row. Metal? It's getting old. Pick up any motion in the engineering? I don't read any movement. We're the only ones in the area. The ceiling fan is the only thing moving. Alright. Let's check the shooting range. I can practice my aim. I can't find any sign of the Snatcher. There's a good chance it's hiding in here somewhere. I'll check it out. Oh, nothing here. Yeah, Metal, stop that. It's not funny anymore. I'll check it out. Nothing unusual. I'll check it out. Nothing. How about motion? We're the only ones registering anything on the motion detector. Alright. Computer room. This is the computer room. Snatcher doesn't seem to be around. Now investigating. Nothing unusual. Now investigating. No snatchers. Is there any motion? There's no reading. My movement sensor. Ah, then where is he? Where should we go? Maybe back in the hallway? Checked all the rooms. Where could he be? Let's go through all the rooms one more time. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Harry's body is the only thing around. Just wait here a little longer, Harry. I'll get the bastard for you. Actually, it's investigate. Harry's body is as we left it. There's no sign that it's been disturbed. The Snatcher doesn't seem to be around. Damn that Snatcher. We're the only ones registering any motion. Alright. Starting the chief's office again. Oh! There's something on the desk. He's on this fucking ceiling! He's like Spider-Man! There's some kind of stain on the desktop. There was no stain like this a few moments ago. Search. Hello? Now investigating. No Snatcher. Check it out. Nothing here. Nothing. This stain was not here before. He's Spider-Man. He's on the fucking ceiling. It appears the blood is dripping from the ceiling. Oh, he's on the fucking ceiling. Ah! Sit down!
The lighting control system has been destroyed.
Oh!
Distance to motion readings increasing.
Is he trying to run?
Motion readings have vanished.
You got past me this time, Snatcher.
Headquarters emergency lighting has been activated.
Can we find him again?
We should go after him immediately.
We'll find him. We know he's somewhere inside headquarters.
The Snatcher has been wounded. We should look for traces of blood.
Oh my, I knew he was gonna be on the fucking ceiling. He's not in this room. Where should we go? Let's go to the engineering room and check. I don't see the Snatcher. Let's see. I can't locate any signs of blood. I was pretty sure that I at least winged him. You did. You got him. I got him. Don't worry. Nothing unusual. Nothing unusual. Nothing unusual. We're the only ones here. Let's go. Detective's room. He's gonna be in the fucking locker. I don't see any evidence of blood anywhere. That Snatcher's wounded. There must be blood somewhere. Oh, I'm checking that fucking locker, you bet. Oh! It's like Alien Isolation. It's point and click Alien Isolation. Where should we go? Shooting range. He's gotta be in here, right? There's no traces of Snatcher's blood in this area. I'll check it out now. No Snatchers. Nothing. Nothing. Motion detector? Nothing. Alright, then he's in the computer room. Oh, what? Bro, he's in here. He's in here. Definitely. No way. Is he like in the hallway? Is he messing with Harry's body? Nothing here. Nothing unusual. See the Snatcher? We're the only ones registering motion detector. What? Hallway. There's no way for it to get out of headquarters. There's still some rooms we haven't checked? What are you talking about? We checked every fucking room. The front! You never know, but the main door was sealed off when we came in. We've checked and double checked everywhere else. Let's go take a look. Ah!
The main door has been opened. Did Mika open it?
Wait, Mika's not in the pod.
Mika! Oh!
What happened?
The lighting has been disconnected.
Don't move, Seed.
Cunningham, is that you?
I read motion. He is definitely in here.
Where are you? Show yourself.
Ah!
I'm right here. I don't need to run or hide from you.
I'm pressing A. I'm pressing A. I'm
Mika!
so ready.
No, Gillian, don't move. It's a trap.
A hostage? You cowardly scum! Mika, why did you open the entrance?
Mika!
I don't know. I was really scared. I mean, the emergency light's coming on so suddenly.
Seed, go ahead and shoot.
Mika, you're a
But you'd
dumbass.
better be a pretty good shot.
I'm a pretty
or
good
this
shot.
kid goes home in a bag.
Shoot, Gillian. Kill this thing. Don't worry about me.
Bet.
Mika!
What are you going to do?
I have you now, chunker.
I'm sorry, Mika! I'm sorry, Mika! I fired like 2 shots into her. I'm sorry, Mika! I'm sorry! I fired 2 shots into her hand. I'm sorry, Mika. He's crafty. Go down. I got him.
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated.
Just hear the noises on
Mika.
purpose.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I missed.
Yes. Yes, I think so. Thank you.
Harry? I got him. Random? Sorry it took so long, but this ought to make us even.
Junker? You may have stopped me, but it's not over yet.
Gillian, this is just residual energy feedback. Its power levels are dropping rapidly.
Crane's Hospital was nothing more than a maintenance facility. We have comrades operating throughout the city, more than you can imagine. Now our plans will move into phase 2. For that we will enlist the help of Professor Lorraine.
Professor Lorraine?
Your existence is meaningless as long as you don't get your memory back.
Oh.
Good luck, Junker.
My memory? Comrades? Professor Lorraine?
Harry. Why? Please tell me. Why do so many good people have to die?
Mika.
This is all wrong.
Mika, don't worry. I won't let anybody else die. I've made a promise to Harry and Random. But the city is still full of Snatchers. This fight is just beginning.
So, if Gillian gets his memory back, the Snatchers are cooked. Video phone call.
Gillian, I have an urgent video call from Jamie.
Jamie!
I'll connect you.
My wife.
Gillian, I've got my memory back. I remember everything.
Whoa!
Your memory. So what about us, Jamie? Who are we?
Hey, I totally didn't hit on girls.
Gillian, it's terrible. What we've done.
Jamie.
No
what's
shot.
wrong?
I can't tell you something like this over the video phone. I would have been better off never remembering.
Okay, Jamie.
No
calm
shot,
down.
I'm correct.
I'll head out right now. Where are you? Is it snowing?
I'm sorry, Gillian. I can't tell you. They've
What?
taken our boy hostage.
Our boy?
Who?
Professor Modner is here too.
Professor
What are you
Madno?
talking about?
I'm so sorry.
No!
Snatcher.
Gillian!
We have Professor Lorraine. We only require her cooperation for a short period here at the Kremlin. So for now, I suggest you avoid doing anything foolish. Professor Seed.
Professor C. I knew it! I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I called it. I called it. They made Snatchers. They 100% made the Snatchers. Both of them. That's the end of Act 2. I knew it. I called it. No, no shot. I called it. They have both made... Jamie and Gillian helped make Snatchers. And when they were made, they had their memories wiped, so they couldn't stop the Snatchers from evolving and doing stuff. And they were just sent away to go do anything else but become, but remember who they are. But who's their kid? She said they have their boy. It can't be Harry, because Harry's dead, so they don't have him. Would you like to save? Yes. Go ahead. I'm unprepared for the intensity of the story of my current energy levels. This file contains data from a previous save. Yes, fucking overwrite it, metal. Here we go. Lore time. It's Harry. Hear me out. I'm hearing.
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the
Act 3
participating
junk.
countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center.
Oh, true.
A major poll of domestic and international opinion
True.
carried out just last week shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
Now that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
Oh no.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers are wiped out.
God damn.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
That may not be as improbable as it seems. The world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The Chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on Junker operations increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
I've heard that the Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
That's correct. That too will be officially decided in 3 hours' time.
3 hours, eh? Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city are finished.
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatchers' headquarters before then.
Gillian, can you do it?
If we only knew where it was,
He said it was the
I
Kremlin.
should be able to manage something.
Hitting their outposts like Queen's Hospital won't do any good. We have to find their main nerve center.
What about the memory of that snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others, it was completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Metal, what about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough. Still, it definitely did come from within the city.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
Gillian, can't you remember anything at all? Didn't Jamie say something that implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing. Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
Gillian.
Metal, the chief's dead. Tell me
here we
everything
go.
you know about me.
Lore dump.
Well, you see...
Metal!
All right. With the chief gone, you are the highest ranking officer here.
Hey,
You knew all along?
Of course.
you bitch.
Where were we rescued from?
Metal.
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of when you were placed there. In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
You were revived and taken into custody by the army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia. However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This is the only piece of evidence found at the site.
Oh.
That's Harry's picture, from when he was a kid.
That's correct.
Harry's our boy!
Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed by DNA tests.
Harry? Harry was my son?
Using the information gained from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian's seed, and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
1960s?
In addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes, you come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
Oh.
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched...
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
That's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Harry. Harry was my son. Did he know?
No. It was highly classified information. He was never told.
Oh.
I was never able to do anything for him.
Wait a minute, Gillian. Didn't Jamie say something about taking a boy hostage?
Oh.
That's right. They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again.
They're using a fake
we
boy.
may get some kind of a hint out of it.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right. Let's go over what we know about them.
I knew I called it. You did. You did. Harry's our skin. Harry's our son. He's dead. We watched him die. First of all, Watson, you couldn't have voiced this part too, man. What's Snatcher's weak point? What's a snatch? It's a fucking test? Oh my god. It's gonna test my knowledge if I remember playing the game. I'm gonna be sad all night. It can only go up from here. It's ultraviolet rays. Snatcher's weak point. That's correct. Their weak point is their defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes mutations in the yeah, we know this. Specifically, long ultraviolet rays in the 250 to 350 nanometer range is responsible for causing the cancer. That's right. And the reason that they're so limited as to where they can be out. They can only come out at night, in the middle of winter, and wear sunscreen even then. That's the method that Jean used to figure out what the Snatchers were up to. How ironic. It turns out the destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans. That's right. Now, what method were they using to move and be able to avoid ultraviolet rays and sunlight at the same time? Oh, the underpass, right? Yeah, the underpass. That's right. Why do I have to answer these questions? What happens if I get one wrong? They were using the abandoned tunnels of the old tube liner system to get from place to place. This is just quiz recap. That's how they were able to move around without being noticed. Nielsen's apartment, the old factory, Queen's Hospital, all their hideouts were connected by the tube liner. So maybe there's a tunnel under their main base as well. There's a good chance of that. Next, what phenomenon was always observed at any location where snatchers appeared, including the underground tunnels? A sneeze! That's right. What was the cause of the sneezing? Snow 9! We know we're so smart. Get out of here, Metal. We know this stuff. We played the game. The sneezing was caused by the presence of the allergen Snow 9. What? Snow 9 is an artificial form of pollen developed by the military, and its presence is limited to certain regions. They were using it to interfere with radio transmissions and keep people away. They probably were producing it intentionally themselves. The only regions of the city where Snow 9 is still present are areas around the Ina River. It has been cleared out of other areas because of the danger it presents. Oh, that's the map. That's the map picture. So that means that their base must be somewhere near the Ina River, right? That's a fair conclusion. They're probably somewhere near the Ina River, protected by the Snow 9. Accessible to the tube liner and near the Ina River. And we must not forget the 3 photographs that we found the Snatchers with. All of them were related to the Soviet Union before the catastrophe. Yeah, there it is. That's where it is. The map on the wall of Nielsen's apartment. The picture of the temple in the director's office at Queen's Hospital. The photo of the red square hidden in the chief's office. Why do Snatchers keep pictures and memorabilia like this? Maybe they're homesick. Maybe that's where they come from. Homesick? Get serious, Mika. They're robots. Let's analyze this a little closer. What city is related to all 3 of these pictures? Moscow. That's correct, it's Moscow. Moscow must be where they come from. They must be the basis of their programming. You might be right. Just as people have a hometown that is dear to them, their creators may have put a hometown into their programming. They use very advanced artificial intelligence systems, so they may have needed something like this to maintain their emotional balance. Yeah, they were born out of nothing, but they needed to give them some kind of images and emotional base. So Moscow is their creator and their home. And the place that they found Jamie and I.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Yeah.
Snow?
Snow 9.
No snow has been recorded in Neo Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's not it.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9.
Snow 9.
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city.
Right there,
around
it's
the
right
Ina
there.
River.
It's on the map.
This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present.
Snow 9.
Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels. From this we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large.
No,
we could
this
never
is-
cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian. What about that image of home thing we were talking about? Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity. Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
Yeah, see, look, y'all fucking idiots.
What's
right
this?
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
there. Wow. Kind of like I've been saying.
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were picked up from.
All right, right here.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
The headquarters for the entire Soviet Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin? That Snatcher said something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Calculating. This is the spot.
Wow.
It's presently occupied by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
Oh.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
That's it! That's their headquarters, their new Kremlin.
Gillian, let's go!
Let's go!
Wait, Gillian. I want to go with you.
We're going on a date?
Sorry, Mika.
Hey, I'm a junker too, you know.
No, you're not.
I know, and you're a great one at that.
So
Yo,
take me
she's
with
a
you
receptionist.
You head to the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
then. The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Let's go, Gillian!
Let's go!
Gillian?
Yes?
Going on that date?
What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you know, dinner.
Mika.
I'm not interested. I thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah, okay. But I gotta go to church first.
I'll see you soon then.
Okay, Metal, let's go.
His wife remembers everything now. Mika, you were there first. Gillian, you have a wife who remembers everything now. And you're about to go see her. You're just like, dinner. I don't like how he said that either. He went, Minka. Don't say that, Gillian. Fucking Mika. Don't say it like that. He said it was some... He said... Mika's ready to become a husband snatcher. She's trying. She's like, it doesn't matter. Gillian still doesn't remember, so it's not real. Husband snatcher. This is the last turbo cycle. Let me look at it. The spare turbo cycle has not been painted, but it does not affect its locomotive functions. Are you sure, Metal? I don't know. I just think if it was a cooler color, maybe it might move faster. It appears quite safe. It has not been tampered with. Now boarding the turbo cycle. Where would you like to go? Of course, I know the answer to that question. Let's go to church.
I've input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Flight configuration, now gaining altitude.
Oh, there it is.
Jamie, please be safe.
It's the emote.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
50-year debt in 3 hours.
Yeah. He just said Jamie.
Snow!
Snow 9 to be specific.
Snow 9!
We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood?
He was like, Jamie, please be safe. You just agreed to have dinner with another
Conversion to
woman,
network
dude.
configuration complete.
Get your priorities together, man. What are you on? You think Jamie's gonna
Gillian,
accept
we've
that?
arrived.
Gillian's a wild man, and he knows what he wants. Oh, you've arrived at the church. Wow, now I know why they call it their Kremlin. It's a very old church. It bears quite a resemblance to St. Basil's Cathedral. I know that. That's a natural wonder in Civ. No doubt they thought the same thing. It appears to be snow, but it's actually Snow 9. Try to avoid inhaling any of it directly. It's surrounded by a large grove of tall cedar trees. This is likely to keep just about anybody away. Given the season, a few Christmas lights would really liven up the scene. Yeah, thanks, Metal. The building is about 50 years old, but appears very well maintained. I want to watch a 3-hour video essay on the geo-socio-political commentary of this game. It's really bad. Like, this game makes a lot of jabs and jokes at other nations. There's been several jokes about Chinese people in this game. And there's a very clear hate of the Russians. There was also mentioned that the Snatcher, like, Shinsuo, the Chinese doctor Snatcher, he literally said at one point when he was explaining the Snatcher big plan, he was like, just like the Nazis. That's exactly what he said. He's like, we're gonna do just like the Nazis. So, you know, old game. Where's the entrance? On the front side of the building. A sensor scan reveals that a tube line or tunnel passes directly underneath this area. Well, that's no surprise. Looks like we've got the right place. Ooh, we can go inside. First, let's investigate motion. I'm not picking up any large movement signals. The only sound is that of the wind. This game could be someone's master's thesis. This game is amazing. It would be crazy if this game ever got any sort of, like, remaster. This would be wild to see a Snatcher remaster. It'll never ever happen. Nobody even remembers this fucking game. It'd be, you know, one day maybe I can hope somebody goes in for a Snatcher remaster. They're just thinking, they're sitting there in the office and they're like, man, what games could we possibly bring back to make a quick buck? Remember that old game, Snatcher? Let's remake that.
All right, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Kick it.
Let's push it together.
Yeah, push it together.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Did that work? Worked.
That got it.
Nice. Metal is pretty strong. What's this? It would appear to be some kind of a chapel for the Snatchers. Damn, nice little theme. You telling me those things pray to whom? No doubt to their creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. It's me. Oh. Well, that would have been wild if it was Gillian. Whoa, who's that Final Fantasy-ass character? This person is no doubt the one the Snatchers worship as their creator. This guy. What? Isn't that random? What are you talking about? Does that look like random? Isn't that random? What? How does that look like random? It does not look like random. Random had his hair up. He didn't even have long hair. What? That's a... If random was a gender bender, Dude, that's a reach, Gillian. I'm gonna say that's a reach. Younger random? He's never met younger random. I guess it's random. I'll compare the picture with my data on random. What do you mean? While the facial bone structure of the individual in the portrait is nearly identical to that of random, a positive identification is impossible as the picture is not a photograph. That just looks too much like him to be a coincidence. What are you talking about, Gillian? Yeah, the facial features, you know? These are chairs for worshippers in the chapel, no doubt. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, this theme kind of messing with my ears a little bit, but we power through. Everything is nice and orderly. It's as if the pre-collapsed Soviet Union has been recreated here. Something is written on the pic. Look at that. Look at that. Look at his name. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Do you see his name? The creator, Modnar? Do you see that? Modnar backwards is random. Oh, random Hachil. Oh man, dude, it's getting deeper. It's getting deeper. So this is Professor Modnar. Random had his memories intact then? Yes. As far as we know, Random had all his memories intact. We just knew nothing about him. Random was a random bounty hunter. And the only thing we knew about him was when he signed up for his bounty hunter license and stuff like that, he used fake information. So nobody knows anything about him. He's just a bounty hunter. The one the Snatcher was talking about. It appears to be a portrait of that person. God, can we move on to another area? Because I don't want to listen to this sound anymore. There are a number of scratches on the surface. They were almost certainly caused by the Snatchers. It's very organized, almost inhumanely so. There's another room farther back. Oh my god, thank God. Can we change the soundtrack? Oh, I ain't gonna lie, that sound was terrible for me to hear. Whoa! Snatchers, oh boy. Please don't give me another intense shoot sequence, man, please. Oh god, the soundtrack's back too. Snatchers! Look at them all. I'm not picking up any energy readings. They're all deactivated in some kind of suspension mode. So this is their warehouse, eh? There must be a few hundred of them here that continue all the way back. Still, this doesn't look like a factory to me. Oh, geez. Listen. Just us in the wind, that's all I can hear. None of these Snatchers appear damaged. All they need is their energy packs. The gender units have yet to be installed, however. Oh. It's an ill-lit spaceship. It is. I do not see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This room would appear to be just a storage area. I'm not showing anything out of the ordinary. These are endostructures. These are endostructures, which have yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone sizing devices and skull slits are all still set to the smallest sizes. So their victims haven't been chosen yet. They're all just waiting for their turn. There seem to be a number of containers stacked up in the back of the room. Gotta look at the containers. What about the size of these containers? The volume of these containers would be just perfect for shipping one of these Snatchers. There's no doubt how they got there. Investigate the container. There's some kind of label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. Ooh. Siberian Investigative Force. It would appear that these Snatchers were brought to Neo Kobe from the Siberian Neutral Zone. It seems that the investigative forces have been responsible for shipping the Snatchers. In other words, the investigative forces have been snatched, just like when they found us. I see. So the Siberian investigative forces bring the Snatchers out of Siberia and into storage here. I think you're right, Metal. And then the Snatchers just wait here in storage to be reactivated and adjusted after their victims are selected. A rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. The back part of this room may hold the answer to that question. Please, let's continue. I don't want to hear this sound anymore. Can we get a different soundtrack in this room? What we got? Whoa! I see booby. The Snatcher's culturing room. The mechanism is operating. Dude, they're putting skin on them. Gillian, there are Snatchers with their artificial skin while they're naked. With bubbles covering their bits. Snatch process? Ew, that doesn't sound
This is where
great.
they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscles attach.
Is it organic?
No, it appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
Look at that guy. I thought one of them was gonna like open his eyes. I feel bad for whatever Snatcher got my body. You just hit them with all the debuffs. They just become you, and they're like, "Oh my god, hold up! I think I got a bad one." A computer terminal is installed at each preservation cylinder. These terminals must be all connected to a host computer which monitors conditions inside each of the cylinders. These cylinders are used to culture the Snatcher's artificial skin, endostructures, and submerged within them. It appears that the weak ultraviolet rays are being projected from above. This is really advanced, way beyond anything we saw at Queen's Hospital. The whole area is protected as a clean room. There is a door at the far end of the room. Investigate door, but investigate terminal first. The power is on. Look at this, Gillian. The data of people to be snatched is all being neatly processed. This is the data which they use to generate the artificial skin with. Okay, investigate door. It's locked, but I should be able to open it from this side.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some
Oh.
finished Snatchers over here.
Who dat?
Get a load of this.
Oh.
The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the U.K.
Oh. Is that me?
Gillian, you're in here too.
Oh.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo Kobe.
They want to snatch me.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of Snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time.
Oh,
And once
boy.
our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
What do you mean?
I
Shut
know,
the
I
fuck
know.
up,
If the
Metal.
military wants
Metal,
to avoid
shut
nukes and
up,
goes for
Metal.
a surgical strike on this
Absolutely, Metal,
facility,
shut up.
what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam
No, you
from one of the
couldn't.
attack
You
satellites.
would not, Metal. Shut up.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
Get out of here, Metal. It's been nice.
All right, do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be plenty. Go, Metal.
Yes, sir. Don't forget,
Godspeed, Metal.
30 minutes.
Oh, now he can move fast, huh?
30 minutes? Oh, this is gonna be tight. That room's the only place left to check. Let's take a look.
Ooh, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Heyo. This looks like a shooting sequence. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm dead. Jesus Christ! What is this, man? Oh. Stop! Stop with that. Damn, these ones jump around too. What the fuck? Oh my god, come on, man. Oh, okay. Dude, this is hard because, like I said, sometimes the controls just don't listen to you, especially when you're moving them that fast. And it's like, there's nothing I can do. I'm just kind of there. My breath, dude. I was panicking. I was like, please, let them stop. Let them stop. Okay. Let's try again. I shot that one. Oh my god. I'm dead. my god. Dude, it's so hard when like 6 of them are on the screen. God, what is this sequence, man? Calm down. Oh my god, that is difficult. Once they all start just showing up, it's so hard, man. Jesus. More time, here we go. My arm is hurting because you got these inputs, man. I shot! We're dead. Oh my god. Dude, I can't. What the fuck? What the actual fuck, man? What? I can't. There's so many of them. What is this? My Christ. Dude, my forearm is killing me. I have to push these buttons so hard for them to keep the input. Like, I have to slam these down. And then the trigger is like, oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, find another way to control it. I can't. That's the only way. I can't control it with analog stick. My only inputs are up, down, left, and right. Oh my god. Which is why I said it was probably much easier on a Sega CD controller, because it used the analog to do all your controls, and it probably had no input delay. Oh my god. Ugh, I just gotta game a little harder. I felt like that was going on forever. I thought I was getting a nice little groove, but then I missed one, and I'm like, damn it, I'm fucked. Jesus Christ. I wish I could control it with the analog stick. It might be easier. Maybe it won't reset if I had it set to analog, but I can't. I tried mapping the analog stick, just can't. I gotta get a pluggable Sega CD controller. Okay. Whoa. Held a message for reason. No, we're gonna deny that message. Freaking cheap viewers. Okay. Okay, give me a second. My arm is like hurting. That's a workout. Hi, pup. Let's try again. There ain't no way, man. There ain't no way. This is wild. way. Dude. Oh my god. Hi, Gunny. This is hard, man. My fucking arm. Dude, my forearm is tired. I'm straining to push these buttons. Oh, hi, Gunny. Her you are not a cheap viewer. Oh, let me try. God, I wish. I wish you guys could see what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Oh, what is it, Bob? Do you want to try, puppy? Do you want to try? Maybe you can get it where I can't. Once there's like 3 or 4 of them on the screen, it becomes really hard. They need more of a wind-up time before they fire, man. Alright, give me a quick moment. I will be right back. Back up. No. Matt. Sit down. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll let my arm sit for a second. We'll try this again. Enjoy the sad music. Oh man. Okay. Okay. We're a junker. We can do this. We're in the end game. I'm not gonna get bested by a bunch of fucking green jumpy spiders. Oh. Come on, Gillian. Come on, Gillian. What the fuck was that Butterloop? Oh. Alright. I believe, dude, it's so long. I thought I was nearing the end on that last attempt, and then it just keeps going. Let's go, Gillian. Let's go. What if I, maybe if I map the shoot button to a different button? Maybe the trigger. We're dead. Just kill me. Jesus Christ. Maybe if I mapped. It also seems to be really random, the pattern. Like, it's been different every time. I think I just gotta get lucky with a good starting pattern to get a rhythm going. Oh yeah, see, like, dude. Stop. Oh my god. Oh!
Whew. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I
They
really
almost
wasn't,
got
you
me.
fucking bitch.
All right, let's open the next door.
Gillian, you have no fucking idea. Oh no, 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 no.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. Whoa!
Oh, please stop.
Jeez.
Stop.
These guys are tough.
I can't.
Of course, I didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms.
Please, please.
Okay, let's try this next
Oh,
door.
please don't. I don't want to. I can't with another one. Ah! Oh, it's my wife. That's my wife. I'm not gonna shoot her. I was correct. Oh my god.
Jamie,
Dude, my
Are
arm
you all right?
hurts.
Gillian, you came for me.
Oh my god.
are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They
Yeah,
said
tell
they'd
me.
kill him.
Kill who?
They said they'd kill Harry.
They
Harry's
forced
dead.
me. I had to help them with the skin development. They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better.
Who? Professor?
Gillian,
I don't know.
the engineer Harry, he's our son.
He's dead.
He's been living on his own now for 50 years.
He's dead.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
The professor, he just died.
Oh.
He was over 100.
Damn.
The professor? What? This old man?
Don't you remember? It's Professor
Who the
Modner.
fuck?
Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man is Modner?
He's been confined here for 3 years now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Whose father? Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, Jamie,
You really
context.
can't remember, can you?
I don't have any memory.
Jamie, tell me. Tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian?
Yes.
It's all so awful.
Lore
But if you
dropped
must know,
me.
I'll tell you.
I need to know. Here we go. Everybody.
Try to remain
Silence.
calm, okay? 56 years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority.
Snatchers.
A horrible plan, something
Snatchers.
no one else would think of. At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction. Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher Project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own. Then you control their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world.
Me and you.
Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology, myself.
Wait.
And for behavioral science and psychology, you, Gillian. Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate and sabotage the project.
I was CIA?
Whoa.
Yes, and the government knows that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
Work on the project continued to go smoothly.
Oh, just don't answer me.
But then, on June 6th, 1996, there was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project. Gillian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
No, no.
What? You can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
Elijah Modner? That guy whose picture was in the church? The one that looks like Random?
That's right, Elijah is alive. Elijah is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
Elijah is Hajiel mixed up. Random Hajiel.
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes. And Gillian.
Random Hajiel. Is that random? It's not random. Who's that?
It's me,
It's Elijah.
Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No, not
Right?
quite.
So you remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Elijah,
Oh.
why are you doing this? Your father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie.
Like how Gillian
These
still knows
40
nothing,
years
so he's like,
have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain it to you? Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here.
What?
57 years ago, I was obsessed. With my research, yes. And with you, Jamie.
Oh.
At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken.
He wants my
I
wife.
saw something in you that I never felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold,
likes them
young heart,
American women.
Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man from the same land. Your relationship grew quickly, and all I could do was stand by and watch. Jamie and Gillian fell in love, were joined, and even had a child.
Oh.
Harry.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie, I always wanted to be near you. And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out.
Ooh.
I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin, the area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent, which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country, was being simultaneously developed.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
So much lore.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter.
1 second, Gunny. We're getting
Executed
lore
my
dumped.
plan on June 6th.
But I'm doing well.
After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter, and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
He was mad
But
because
the
he couldn't get a
automatic revival
Jamie. Like, you
system
should have
failed
tried,
to
man.
work.
Shoot your shot. You didn't even try.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and everything, you should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then.
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever.
Oh.
But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod.
Oh.
Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with me on the project anyway. I knew the time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How could you do such a thing?
And so for the next 40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
Poor
And then,
man, him.
3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale snatch operations, I chose Neo-Kobe City to be my experimental
She's just
sample.
saying that. She's like, okay,
Neo-Kobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country in itself, making it a perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques. In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
But your test revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other.
You've missed a lot. We've been getting lore dropped
The Snatchers are
for
nothing
that
more
good.
than a tool for
We've been
bringing
getting lore
out this
dropped for like the
reaction.
past 10 minutes.
I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater
Basically,
heights,
this old man
what is
got
needed
mad
is an
because he couldn't get with
absolute
Jamie because
leader,
Gillian
a
swooped
firm
in and was like,
ruler
"Hey,
who isn't
girl, let
affected
me
by
get
these
at you."
trivial
And so
episodes of
he
mistrust.
did a bunch of bullshit
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey
and
Snatchers.
continued making the
Of
Snatchers
course they wouldn't. But if they don't know,
because he was upset.
they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have
Damn, look
longed
at
for a
Gillian's side
god
profile.
to
Look at
lead
him.
them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods. Indeed,
Basically.
a new race of super beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this?
Oh.
We found this in the rubble of
Is that-
Queen's Hospital.
Random! Random was a Snatcher!
Random?
Wow.
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's a Snatcher?
Random was a
That
Snatcher?
term isn't exactly accurate.
He's a
This
cyborg.
bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth.
That makes
He
sense.
built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers. This bioroid caused me serious difficulties. It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood. Those too were apparently mine. Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards.
Yeah.
How like my father, silly old man.
Random
He
Hajil.
did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now.
No.
But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere we want, and there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me. Politics and free thought will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Metal!
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 In 10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites.
Damn, Metal came in packing.
Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be destroyed.
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
Don't you talk about Metal like that.
What happened at the summit?
The delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo-Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate.
Oh
Gillian,
no.
run.
Metal, this is crazy!
Metal, no!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of here. And this new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not allow some
Look at side
talking
profile,
strike
Gillian.
pile to get away with this. If you were the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one and take him out of here.
No. Gillian got it. Please don't tell me it's another shoot sequence.
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
Oh! Random! Where's my shield?
What's that?
Gillian got the... It's random.
What? How did... You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Oh.
Stop this foolish...
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off. Random! I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby.
I love you, Metal.
Use that to flee.
I love you, Metal.
Let me go. I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and I are gonna die right here.
Oh,
If we
damn.
both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will
Random.
there?
My king.
The stupid logic of a simpleton. Of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will!
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
You have 4 minutes. You must go. And don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being your partner.
Oh, Metal!
Metal!
If you can, Try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John.
Little John? Oh! Okay, Metal.
Hurry! You only have 3 minutes.
Thanks! Thanks, you two!
When
Jamie,
Gillian
come
was
on.
Rose like that they were.
No! Don't let her go! No!
You pathetic old fool! You don't even know how to love someone!
You stupid machine! What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back!
Random, there's less than 1 minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Later, kid!
Random and metal for real, for real.
7th Mechanized Infantry Team has completed boarding. 17th Special Engineering Squad report for boarding immediately.
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back.
I think we're winning.
And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now. Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back, let's try living together again. What do you say?
Sorry, Jamie. First time a date with Mika. That's what I was saying.
We'll be waiting for you too.
Oh.
Katrina! Mika!
It's my
You're
side
here
pieces.
too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
My side
I'm happy you
pieces, they
came.
don't know.
Let
God
me
damn it,
introduce
no,
my
no,
wife.
no.
Jamie Seed.
Oh dear.
I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
What?
Huh?
They've all been
when?
co-conspirating.
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone a lot of times.
Oh, they all know.
Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
They told her everything. They straight up told her everything. I guarantee. They're like, well, let me tell you, Gillian did this, did this. That's how they know each other. Oh shit. We can look. Let's keep it classy. We'll look at Jamie. I'm really sorry for all the worry I've caused you. He kept sniffing me and asking me out on dates. He got my dog killed. Gillian got a peep at my tits and then he asked Mika out on a date. Yeah, and then technically Mika asked me out on one. Don't say that, Gillian. Please, this kid. Don't. Please, Gillian. Gillian. This girl, we're gonna say girl, this girl has had such a rough time. She lost almost everything, practically overnight. Because she's done a really great job. I owe her. Calling her a kid is nuts. Yeah. I mean, hey, original Japanese version, you know. I owe her a lot of things. Let's look at Jamie again. By the time I return, I'll probably have my memory back. Don't worry, I promise to make you happy. Gillian shouldn't be allowed near high schools. Damn, for real. Gillian shouldn't be allowed in the general population. Stops! Why did he say that? Don't say that, Gillian. Gillian. Don't say that, Gillian. Oh, Gillian. That's our Gillian. That's our Junker. That's our protagonist, everybody. I just couldn't stand to leave. Is he gonna ask to adopt her? Maybe he found out she's 18 and was like, that's way too young. She's actually just a kid. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Don't worry, Mika. This is one job I won't mess up. I'm being hopeful, but that's I think that's what I'm gonna assume. Yeah, we'll go with that. He knew her age and tried to investigate under that towel. He did. He did. Yeah. He knew. He knew. If this was the original Japanese one, it would be so much worse. At least this is the American one where it says she's 18, so we're great. Gillian, that's our Gillian. Alright, we can talk to him. Talk to Mika. Trying to learn more about you was what got our relationship started. Relationship? Ours? What are you talking about, Mika? Before I knew it, we really became close, didn't we? But, huh? Mika, my wife is right here, Mika. Don't get me in trouble. She just got all her memories back. How does one become a Gillian harem girl? Exist. That's about it. He seems to have done this to every lady he's come across. Just exist. And let him see you. Claim your 18. Step 1, be a girl. Step 2, be there. I was telling Mika how lonely it was being home alone all the time, and she told me that Jamie was always worried about me, so I gave her a video phone call. With even Alice gone, I was really lonely. Katrina, please don't talk to her, Gillian. Our relationship was gone. Mika. Did I not mention my fucking wife is right here? You know, the woman I'm married to and have a child with. Our relationship has gone beyond just being friends. Beyond? Right in front of her, he just says. Right in front of his wife, he just says, that sounds good to me. Jamie, you just gonna let this happen? This is our protagonist. This is the guy who just saved the world. They're both so easy to talk to. It looks like I've got 2 real sisters now. Oh, see, that's nice. Gillian and start the polygamy house. Hey guys, let's talk about what's good for Gillian. They're just like family to me now. Oh, we can talk to Jamie. I don't care if you get your memory back or not. Why? Because getting your memory back will mean that you'll remember those things about me that you hated. Things that I hated? What are you talking about? Dealing with each other's imperfections. Part of what being married is all about. Yeah, you're married, and you just talked about, like, you want Mika, and then you're freaking calling Katrina cute. Gillian, don't worry. No memories will change how I feel about you. Oh my god. Thank you, Gillian. It's good to hear you say that. Are they gonna kiss?
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
Ooh. So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
It's me.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
And a date with Mika. Have a safe trip, Captain Seed. What, me? Captain? Not a bad first rank for someone like me who was in the military.
Whatever you do, just come home safe, okay?
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to either of you.
Why would you
almost forgot. Of course, I want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh?
Why wouldn't you?
What's wrong, Jamie?
I think she's mad that you just said yeah to a date in front of her. And why? Oh, no, she's sad about
Harry and
Harry.
I will be waiting for you to get home.
Okay.
That's Harry's hat.
She's fine with
We
it.
can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
What?
I'll see you, Jamie.
Wait for me!
Metal?
Take me with you, please!
You?
Metal is a Sega CD. He's a Sega CD.
We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a temporary body. Just call me Metal Gear, Sega CD for now.
So they found your memory chip in one piece, eh?
How can you trust the chip?
Random protected it from the blast of the beam.
Random, huh?
Metal Gear is a Sega CD.
Wait a second.
Napoleon.
I've heard that sneeze somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything.
All my pieces are
I
here.
want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Neither of us are calling
Hurry
it a
up and
date.
get on board, partner.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
Dude, there's Sega CD Metal. I'm personally going to woo Jamie and treat her right. Everyone in this game is
Throughout
pretty
history,
Oh,
suspicion has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts.
four people.
This conflict has just begun.
Oh. And that is Snatcher. Roll credits. Dude, the fact that Gillian was straight up just saying all that shit while his wife was right fucking there was something. Like, dude, he's like, you still owe me that date. My kind of wife is right here, man. He's like, God, don't worry, we'll go on that date. It's like, hello, wife? Snatcher dating sim release when? Gillian doesn't care. Gillian's a smooth one. Gillian's like, my wife's right here, but hey, what about that date? The fact that Jamie doesn't care. Jamie deserved better. You liked all the characters? I did too. I think all of the characters were actually pretty well done. Even the like side ones that you don't learn much about. I think they had like just enough. Not too much that they were trying to like overshadow and push into a main character, but they had enough to them. Maybe Jamie trusts them. Did you hear how Gillian talks to women? I don't think nothing's happening. Her whore husband. Random. Have you been here the millions of the times Gillian has talked to a woman? He immediately tries to do stuff with them. Jeff Lupiton. There, that's our Gillian. Maybe I'm just naively asexual, baby. Random Hanjia, Ray Van Steen. That's our random. Susan Melee, Jamie Seed. Or was Isabella at the end for real? Katrina, Mika, Kimberly, Lynn. She was brushing her prehensile hair. Harry. Play 999. What's that? Sean Gibson. Ray Van Steen. Damn. Ray Van Steen. Damn. Dude, this harmonica going hard. Damn, Ray Van Steen played everybody. Harry, it's our son, it's our son. Ramen Guy? I don't know who Ramen Guy is. Never met him. Fortune Teller? We could have met a fortune teller. They had 5 voice actors in the train. There's 2 people we never saw. Fortune Teller and Ramen Guy. I'm crushed. How many different voices can you do? This harmonica goes hard. Produced by Konami. Ah, that wild Konami. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck was that? We're good. Is it just gonna stay there? What happened? Try just in case. Well, alright. That's oh, I had to press start. That's it. We beat Snatcher. Oh, dude, the ending shoot sequences I thought were actually going to be the end of me. I was like, there's no way I actually get past these. I'm sad now. I'm sad it ended. I'm sad it ended. It's such a good game. The story's great. Gillian's a character. Gillian is a character, alright. I like him. I think he's funny. I think Gillian's great. Snatcher, I love you. We love Snatcher. We love Snatcher. 9 persons, 9 doors. The Wikipedia does not have an article like this. That link does not work. But I think I found it. I linked around to a bunch of stuff and found it. It's on Steam. I'll have to look at it. 999. It's a visual novel adventure video game by Chunsoft. Zero Escape series. Is it like this? Is it a point and click adventure? Is it a point and click adventure like Snatcher? It is? Oh, we might have to, hey. We might have to look into that. Because now we need something else to play on the days that we're supposed to play Snatcher. Like, what am I going to do on Thursday now? We finished Snatcher. It's a point and click mystery escape adventure. Ooh. Yeah, because now we need something to do. Oh, not that. Not Twitch. I don't want to go to Twitch. I wanted to go to STEM. The Nancy Drew games. What? 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. I just typed in 999. Okay, I typed in 9 and I got Hot MILF 9 and I can buy it for 99 cents. 9 hours. You sure it's on Steam? I can't find it. That's what I'm saying. And all I'm getting is Franchise Hockey Manager, 9 House, and Hot MILF 9. I don't think we can play Hot MILF 9 on stream. I don't think that's a point and click adventure game. You found it, dude? How did you find it? I couldn't find it at all. What'd you guys type in? I typed in 999 and then I tried typing it out like 9 hours. Oh, Zero Escape. God damn, that's a $30 game. Holy Christ. Let me look at it. Yo, look at these crazy cast of characters. Ooh, it's like a new age point and click. It's 2 games in one. You don't. Oh god, why is it playing stuff? Don't play stuff. You do not need to get it for me. I'm just saying that's a fucking expensive game. What's this? I don't care about that. Oh. Man, I'm sad to see Snatcher be over. I wish Snatcher could just continue forever and ever, and we could just hunt Snatchers down. Robin, calm down. Roman, stop it, actually, stop. Alright. But wrapping up the cord. With that, our Snatcher adventure has ended. And I need to, number 1, take this crazy pup for a walk. And number 2, I need to go consume my foods. Alright, come here, up. There we go. But that was fun. I am glad you guys all shared that with me. It's a game I heavily enjoyed. I'm glad you guys seem to really enjoy it too. Gillian will always live on this channel in his emotes. It was a fun one to watch. It is such a good game. Such a good game. Yes, Gillian will live on in the emotes. Dude, games like that just show because like so Konami, or Kojima, the original, the creator of Snatcher, he never wanted to make video games. Actually, he did not want to make video games. He actually wanted to be a movie producer. He wanted to make movies, and it really shows in some of his games when he implements these really well thought out plots and long cutscenes. Because the man wanted to make movies. He didn't want to make video games. He just had more success in video games than ever with movies. And it really shows. That last ending sequence of Snatcher was crazy. But yeah, go eat some walks. I will. I will see you guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. That was great. I really didn't think we'd get through it because of that gun sequence. I was like, this is actually too much. I don't think I can do it. But I'm glad you guys stuck around. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back. Same fig time, same fig channel, doing something. Who knows what? It was very awesome. I will definitely look for more games around this same aesthetic to try and keep up as a continuous thing. Yeah. I will have a lovely night. Oh, thank you for hanging out as well, Gunny. I will do my best.